Hey guys on YouTube, it's Laundro-Matt back again. So today I've got for you a twin tub. So twin tubs seem to be quite popular on my channel. They get the most views. So I figured I might as well start filming some more twin tubs that I can find. One of the top rated videos on my channel is an NEC twin tub. This was another brand. This was branded as NEC as well as Daewoo. It was a smaller model, but yeah, that's the one that's got like hundreds of thousands of views on my channel. So let's see what this one gets. I'm not in it just for the views, I'm just saying. It seems to be what people find the most popular. I quite like this twin tub. It's a bit beaten up, it's not in the best shape. Plastics are a bit yellowed, but the machine itself is clean. I've given it a good clean out and it's perfectly functional. Nice blue agitator down there. It's got this little overflow waterfall type feature, which is fairly effective, but not really. It's got an interesting wash action. On the normal, it's got strong and normal. Strong is the better one because it has a more continuous action, whereas normal, it does a very short pulse one way and then a slightly longer pulse the other way, and that's kind of it. So interesting. It needed a new drain hose, so I've just replaced the drain hose on it. The original sort of inlet pipe is just one of these sort of attached to the tap shower fittings with the shower head clipped off, because it fits perfectly in that little inlet hole. Fairly standard in terms of twin tubs. You've got a 15-minute wash timer. Like I said, you've got 2 wash actions. You've got a valve selector. This turns the pump on and basically selects which side the pump is draining from. If you've got it on wash and rinse, the pump will run, but it will only be draining this side. So anything that flows over from the wash tub goes into this side and it gets pumped away. So it's an overflow protection, as well as your rinse. So you can swap the valve over, the diverter over to spin, and the water will go into the rinse chamber and you can do your rinsing that way. 5-minute spin timer, and that's about it really. It's a Daewoo washer spin dryer, model DW900C. I'm not quite sure on the capacity. I think it might be about an 8 kilo, maybe 7 kilo. Nice big spin can, plastic. Got a slight crack in the bottom, but nothing too drastic. I'm going to wash some sheets this morning, and yeah, we're going to use some Foca and a bit of washing soda. And yeah, so I'm going to get this filled up with hot water, and away we go. Alright, we're sort of just above medium level. It looks like it might be enough water, but I'll figure it out when it's all loaded. But we're going to go for, I'll just show you normal action to start with. 3 minutes just to get some soap dissolved. So short, long-ish. Short. Add some soap. So you can see it's an interesting action. Not too intense. Here goes the Foca. And the washing soda. If you compare it to strong action, it's much better. It's still not like the most intense action ever, but it's better. A little overflow. Just let that soap dissolve. start loading. Duvet cover, pillowcase, fitted sheet, and another pillowcase. Alright. So it's not the strongest action, but it is, you know, it's washing them. Let's just see how it copes with a heavier load. I'm going to let these do a half-hour soak and we will be back. Okay, it's been half an hour, so I'm just going to set it back to wash. I'll do the full 15 minutes, give them a good wash, since that action isn't too intense. Now all the air bubbles have gone. It's actually, you know, it's moving these perfectly fine. I like how it's a quick reverse. It just seems to stop them from getting too tangled. And they're constantly moving. Okay, so we finished washing. My cold tap has a very slight leak on it, hence why it's trickling into the wash tub. So it's always really like tightly turned off, and I've just released it a little bit so I can get a good grip on it when I need to. And it's, yeah, I need to fix it, but that's another job for another day. But yes, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to transfer these over to the spin, but I'm going to flow rinse them as they're going into the spin, just to give them an initial bit of rinsing before the first spin and to cool them off a little bit. So first thing we do is we activate the wash rinse pump. That's just pumping off the excess. Swap this over to spin, and then we open up our cold tap. That goes everywhere, just to annoy me. There you go. Should start coming across a little bit. All that soapy water. Close this off. Go for our first 2-minute spin. Good. I'll let it get back up to speed and then I'll do my little trick. So I'm going to open the water. But it starts to put water over them as it's spinning. And then turn the spinner off. Just so that it soaks them as they're slowing down. It's not the heftiest flow, but it's enough. Enjoy with the spin. Turn the water off. It's all about just like, just getting as much water on there as I can without killing the spinner, because they're not designed to have the water pouring on it continuously, otherwise it would just wear the spin motor out really quickly. So yeah, that's the way I kind of counteract that. I just put it on for little brief periods. Just extract, spray. Let it spray them as they're spinning down. Quite lucky that FOCO rinses out super easy, so these don't need a lot of rinsing. They're still going in the tub for a deep rinse, but that's just me. That's just because I always have to do a deep rinse. One more, and they can go in for a full spin. There you go. Let's put them on for a full spin just while I'm draining the wash tub. To the wash tub. flush the wash side and get it filling for rinse. Good. Alright, and then let it fill. Finish spinning. Wait for the rinse. Okay, we're full for the rinse. I'm just going to add in a bit of Charisma softener. It's just one, I think will do. It says 2, but I don't need it that scented. Okay, alright. Mix it up. Beautiful. Alright. Everything can come back in for rinsing. Alrighty, 3-minute rinse. Easy. Okey-dokey. Alright. Set the wash tub to drain. pause that for a minute while this spins up. So the drain clears. Draining the wash. Alrighty. Sheets are finished. Very good. Alright, hope you enjoy, and I will see you in the next one.